feels like Icarus again.
This week on the Aviator Show, we leave planet Earth behind. These shots belong on National Geographic. I'm Reese, your Aviator Paramotor filmmaker, and when it comes to flying butt fans, I'm still earning my wings. We started our flight in New Hampshire, but crossing the Connecticut River puts us in Vermont. After following Johnson through the fogged out farm fields, I decided to climb an altitude to greet the sun. Now when you hear stories from the community, this all sounds so magical, but no one tells you how cold it becomes when you're climbing over the mountains to get a peek of first light. However, I've heard enough times that when you see a sunrise from the ground, it's just that, seeing it. This week, on my 30th flight, I won't just see the sunrise, I'm gonna be a part of it. And now, I've gotta get back to my job. Steep turns. Just really getting the hang of this free flight slash engine out. Now, I'm kind of already aware that this engine has a low idle, and with over 100 skydives, I kind of feel confident in landing with a motor out when I'm directly over my drop zone. And so it's kind of my own fault for not giving the engine a little bit more gas on my descent. So it's not the motor's fault, it's probably user error here. Kind of gift wrapped it. Second engine out, second day. You tell me if I did a good job.
Didn't what?
I gift wrapped the
Oh,
trail.
you gift wrapped it.
I had an engine out about 2,000 feet up there.
Again?
That was a lot of fun. It's always really nice having something to do while flying. So just being able to say, hey Reese, where are you? Okay, I see you set up. You hit your drone over there. I'm gonna fly here or take this path, get those cool shots. That's just so much fun to do.
It was so nice with the fog and the cornfield there. That was sweet, man. It was a little chilly though.
It was freezing. But
So good.
You look prepared. I was not prepared.
I got a little nervous a couple times, but yeah, I mean, first off, I went on like the sketchy road and then walked it, and I was flying the drone overhead, kind of walking with my camera and my controller, and I clipped a tree.
Wait, was this at the bridge?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I should have called you when I saw. I saw two lights. I couldn't tell if it was you parked or someone else.
Yeah.
I should have called you there and just like, hey, come to this side. There's a parking lot. It's much more open.
Yeah. Once I got there, it was like I was off the road. Cars weren't like whizzing by my head.
Yeah, I really hope the shot we got was me waiting for the drone, coming in, jumping over the trees next to the river, dropping into the river. Not quite foot dragging it because I don't think it's that shallow there, so I wanted at least one not dumb thing today.
Yeah.
But getting really low and hoping to see the downdraft in the vortices off my wing and just pushing the fog to the side. If we got that shot, I'm going to be really happy.
We'll definitely have to review that footage right now.
Yeah, it was nice flying this morning.
Yeah, it was great.
This right here is the Spider 3 20 meter. It felt more stable than my Roadster 2, and the brake pressure was much better too. I weigh about 120 pounds, so it's tough to find a wing that is the right size for me.
3 days earlier.
Do you find it awkward when people show up with a GoPro?
Not at all.
And start talking and vlogging?
Not at all. I mean, totally. Whatever.
So 3 days ago, I landed and apparently I sprained my L3 and L4 vertebrae. They were stuck together. Been to the chiropractor twice, two different ones. One guy was like a huge guy. The other guy's been doing it for 44 years. They're both like, you're like 34 going on 84.
Too much freaking clouds. Not even clouds, just too much mist. Can't get above the clouds. Can't get above the trees. It's a bummer.
I feel somewhat better, but I'm gonna take a note from my buddy Caleb and we're gonna jump in an ice bath, which of course used up 5% of the water we have left, so now we're gonna go find water, but we're gonna go for it. We'll see how much I hate myself. I have an ice cube in my butt crack. That hurts.
Having broken my back for the first time at the age of 17, and again just 6 years ago, I'm no stranger to pain. In fact, I live with it every single day. 7 broken vertebrae, 5 herniated discs. I'm accustomed to what it feels like to walk in pain. But when things flare up like this, it's a whole different game. You can't breathe, you can't walk, you can't think. You're definitely not going to stand up straight, and there's no way you're going to be launching with a paramotor on your back. So I have to say a huge thanks to my friends at Sky Sports who lent me a retractor trike to be able to get my first flight with my wife of the trip. I know there'll be more and maybe even cooler locations, but this one is going to be special.
To the time. Oh, the wild, wild is calling. The wild, wild is calling now. The wild, wild is calling. There's no time, no time. Oh, the wild, wild is calling. The wild, wild is calling now. The wild, wild is calling. No time, no time. Hey. Oh, searching for new life. Oh, reaching for new heights.
Okay, you ready to do this? Rock and roll.
Into the daylight. So open your eyes. We're making the climb. Taking the dive. Deep into the wild.
My name is Sean O'Donnell. We're at Dean Memorial Airport in North Haverhill, New Hampshire, and this is the air coupe that my father and I own. Design dates from 1937. This particular one is from 1946. It was intended to be the safest possible airplane, so it had incorporated a lot of design features which in 1937 were revolutionary. By the 1980s were absolutely standard for everybody and still pretty much state of the art. The Paramotors, they're a fun bunch of people and it's fun to watch. It's getting in the sky. And there's a certain type of person that likes to get in the sky, and they tend to be fun people to hang around with.
Next week on The Aviator Show, we hitchhike with our new friends from New Hampshire to a secret trail up a mountain. What we find on top may not surprise you that Eric's decided to jump off of it. The bus is back on the road and flying through the New England area. New Hampshire was great, but it's time to head to a new airport to visit with an old friend before the big Paradigm performance.
It's Corona cut time. Yeah, this is happening.
Tune in next week for another great episode of The Aviator Show. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe. Ring that bell icon so you don't miss another show.